I have a lot of achievements left. So when I can double them up, that's always a bonus. Today we're going for 2 achievements as the one province minor nation, starting with 9 development of Odoyev, to see if we can form a pretty sizable Russia, while also playing well into the late stages of the game. Sit back and enjoy my journey as Odoyev. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are going for a couple of achievements as the nation of Odoyev. We have 2 achievements here, the first being Kinslayer. All we have to do is get rid of all of the other Rurikovich nations. So yeah, we basically have to conquer Russia, which shouldn't be too difficult. The difficult part is, for the other mission, we have to have 1 of each manufacturer, which means we have to play until Tech 22 or 21. So we're going to be playing this well into the 1700s. So let's see how strong of an Odoyev we can actually make. I'm really excited for this one. This is going to be a challenging start, though. I'm imagining we can fight Ryazan. We don't get any permaclaims from missions until after we already control these 2 extra provinces here, and as well as have a level 3 fort. So I think fabricating claims is going to be one of the first things we need to do. The next thing is going to be needing to get some allies, because we're probably going to want to fight Ryazan right away, on day 1, just so that we can get a power base, and then we're going to need to hopefully fight Poland, Lithuania here to expand that way, and maybe get some allies to fight Muscovy. I think Lithuania probably wouldn't like me because they probably want my stuff, and we're different religions, but we should be able to possibly get some friends to take on Muscovy. We'll see how it goes. For our estates, let's go ahead and take the admin power. Oversight, might as well take the diplomats. Good enough for now. Let's go over to the boyars, grab the mill power. We'll take the levies, why not? Right of council. And I think I'm going to give over the supremacy. That's not too bad. From the burghers, I'll take the dip power. I'll probably take the loans as well. Take the patronage and the free enterprise, and we'll take the loans out in a little bit. We'll hold off on that for now. And let's go ahead and summon the diet and see some land back. We get some claims. That's good. Go ahead and take that. See some land. Wants us to invade Lithuania here. That's, at the very least, we can get some claims on the stuff in Lithuania. So that's good. I'd like to fight Ryazan first. But getting some claims over here, helpful, especially if Poland doesn't get the Union. For our diplomacy, I think I'm going to send a diplomat to improve with Novgorod. I think they're probably the best potential ally in the region for now. If we can get some other strong allies, just smaller nations, that should be fine. To see if we can take on Muscovy. Let's go ahead and start the improved relations with them. I'd like to improve relations with the Great Horde. Maybe they would be a good ally to help me invade Muscovites as well. So we only have 2 diplomats to start. We have to use them to get some claims in Ryazan. So let's go ahead and do a spy network over here. I think we can take a look at our income. Probably don't have enough to afford an advisor. Nope, we do not. So let's go ahead and unpause. We've been guaranteed by Lithuania. Looks like Ryazan accepted a tributary of Great Horde. They also allied to Tver, which should be fine. I think we're going to have to wait to go to war until we get an ally that can help us, which in that case, we might as well just fight Muscovy right away. I think would be a solid use of our favors. I'm going to try to ally with Lithuania as well. Hopefully they don't end up under the Union. They did ally both Poland and Novgorod, and so that's helpful. That way we can possibly have a little alliance block here with Novgorod and Lithuania, both helping us against the Muscovites. Looks like Poland took the Union, so we're going to go ahead and try and improve with them. Very possible we could get an ally here, so not too bad. We just need to get some stronger armies, and we should be able to get it. There goes my guarantee. Oh, there's my guarantee. Again, Muscovy has guaranteed me. Man, this will be very hard to take them on, that's for sure. It looks like Muscovy just declared war on Novgorod right before I was actually able to ally them, so that's positive spin. They're going to just beat their butts. We need to ally Poland as fast as we can. We probably aren't going to be able to do it. Well, it's a quick war. Muscovy takes a lot of their land back. Still, no, that's all their cores. Yeah, they took all the cores back. Well, I think actually, I might actually restart this run. It's just not looking very good as far as expansion routes. I think I actually have a strategy that will work a little bit better than this. All right, everyone, I think I have the right setup here. So I was able to get the claims on Lithuania from the boyars. So that's what we need. Also, I think this is a good one where Lithuania is rival to Muscovy. So Muscovy should be able to allow me to help me invade Lithuania here. So let's improve relations with them, see if we can get a royal marriage, and then use them against Lithuania. What I could do as well is I could just promise them land, occupy everything myself, and then just not give them any, and then that'll just automatically break the alliance, because I think I'm going to need to not have them as an ally. After this war, I think what I'll do as well is I will declare war on Novgorod while Muscovy is doing the same. So they'll be weaker because they'll have fought Lithuania. So they won't probably pummel Novgorod as quickly. So that'll hopefully allow me to snake some land up here in the good trade node. So that will be ideal. Yeah, I think let's just do the improved relations and see if we can't get to Lithuania before the Union. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I cheat. I birded until I got the local noble, so that's good. Now I don't have to worry about Lithuania getting some strong buddies, and alt F4ing every 20 minutes while Muscovy decides if they want to be my friend or not. So let's see if this strat works. Local noble. Woo! All right, let's keep going. All right, we get the Muscovy alliance before they decide our provinces. Beautiful, beautiful. So now our relations are gonna be topped off with them. Okay, well, I think we beat Poland here. Yeah, that might be nice. Taking money from Poland, or at least war reps, so I can actually get an income. That would be good. So it's not gonna give me like actual cash from piecing them out, but this could be nice. I mean, I could use Muscovy to invade with favors there, and also take land from Lithuania. That'll piss off the Catholics, but I guess I can't take Tver. I'd have to take them. Yeah, I have to just take land from Lithuania. That's the only way that works. I could fight Ryazan and take all of their stuff, and then take stuff from Lithuania this way, and that would be easier. There's less units, but I think just fighting Lithuania directly might be better. All right, let's just send it and try and declare for Smolensk. We might be able to win. Let's just see. Hopefully Muscovy can do something here. We'll find out. We got 6 fire on our leader. That's kind of fun. How was our leader? 232. Oh, this heir needs to go. I should use the heir as a general. At least put him on this stack. And we need to get onto these provinces just so I can get the occupations before Muscovy does. Hopefully I don't get obliterated by some hidden Lithuanians. Oh, that's like the entire stack. All of Poland's men. No, run! You are kidding me. Might have been a little overambitious with that that little war over here. The little stacks just kept getting stack wiped, and the big Polish stacks couldn't get beaten. So we're going to try a different strategy. That's fight Ryazan, who is guaranteed by Lithuania. Use that to take land in Lithuania, as well as fully annex Ryazan. That way, Muscovy might help me out a little bit easier, a little easier time against Lithuania. So let's do that. Let's start doing some favor currying. Did I just do that with Ryazan? That's obnoxious. Same color flag. There we go. We'll accept that royal marriage for now, and we'll just speed 5 for a bit. And Muscovy declares reconquest on Novgorod. They're probably just going to destroy them. And there goes my future expansion route for now. You got to be shitting me. They're cruel? 236 in debt? Bro! You are the worst ally. Alright, boys, here we're going to do. We're going to go to war on Ryazan using the promised land interaction with Muscovy after we get, of course, CB, and hopefully this will let us set up a power base over here without being so afraid of Muscovy, and also make some freaking money for once. Let's go ahead and declare that. We'll set some generals here. Leaders as generals. That's not too bad. It's the heir too, which is helpful. Let's go to Tula, and then we can distribute our men depending on where they show up. It looks like their city in Fransk. Now we're going to do a base race. Now they're just going into Lithuanian territory. That's fine by me. I'm going to try and occupy as much of this as I can. Muscovy might take Smolensk. Oh, looks like Lithuania's going to defend it. So I need to... They want all this stuff, so I need to really take it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to snake this way, which is unfortunate. Thanks to the power of Allow Attach, I was able to gain control of the Smolensk siege by getting the small stack to attach to me. So we should be able to take this, and if I can just get one of these provinces, we can get some borders here. That is a vassal of Muscovy. If I can get some borders with Livonian Order, that could be also a possible expansion route. I just need to start getting as much stated land as I can. Most of Muscovy's army is attached to my Ryazan stack here, so yeah, we should be safe on this siege. I just need Ryazan to fall. There we go. Okay. Oh, we're not safe on that siege. All right. Back to Moscow. No one is attached to me. That's a little nerve-wracking. All right, Muscovy, you need to get your men in order here. All my units are dead. That stinks, bro. Why'd they have to flee up there, man? Well, that blows. Good thing I have manpower. I just need to start saving some cash now. Hopefully the mercenaries can handle this for now. And I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, I think Lithuania got stack wiped. So we have numbers advantage. We need to make sure we get these sieges now. I guess we can piece Tver out. They can't become our vassal because I guess Muscovy occupies them, so we're just going to piece them out for everything and maybe get some prestige out of it. Alright, Muscovy pieced out of the war like a bunch of buttholes, so now we're just going to take this stuff from Lithuania and some cash and take any other provinces, so that's going to have to do it. It's going to get us out of debt at the very least, and we don't have to share with Muscovy. Also, they're still our ally, and I wish I could take this. Can I take that? I can. That way I get some borders. That might be better than taking Smolensk. So I think we do this actually, and we can't take any money. So that's kind of perfect. Let's go ahead and send this demand. That way we get some expansion routes. Beautiful. Then I think we can full annex Ryazan as well. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to make some rebels, but it's okay. Level 1 fort, it's level 2 fort, so it'll take them a while for the rebels to break that. 50 admin for the state mission. All right, now we can send a VP Steel here. Take some extra cash on all of their provinces. Beautiful. Let's send our boys home. And we are a lot bigger now. So I think we can reduce some war exhaustion and core some stuff up. That's just a lot of war exhaustion. I'm going to spend the dip on it. I don't really care. Man, we can probably core everything here. Let's try to get some allies here. Number of allies, at least 2. That's not too unrealistic. And we're getting rid of some of our Crown Land problems by expanding. Once these cores finish, we're going to be a lot stronger. So we just need to kind of wait there. I'm trying to ally maybe Novgorod because Muscovy broke their alliance with me. And if I can get Novgorod to help me attack Muscovy, all I need is this province. Then I get a claim on all of the Russia region for permanent claims. So then I'm able to expand into Novgorod, into the rest of Muscovy for a lot cheaper. So that's really, really strong. That's our number one priority, is to get the rest of our state finished here. If we're so small and our autonomy is really high in these brand new states, we're going to have to reduce the autonomy here. And we'll just deal with the rebels as they fire. It shouldn't be that big of a problem. It's just really going to make us a lot stronger, a lot quicker. So build another infantry stack here. And let's take a look at our how big the rebels are going to be. They're going to be about 9k, so we can handle them. I'm going to go one over the limit here. We get a mission fulfilled, high income. So we get construction time and cost. I'm going to save that for a little while. We don't need it yet. We really can't afford an advisor. So we're actually able to ally Kazan now. And they have quite a few troops, as well as manpower. Muscovy's manpower got drained with that war with Lithuania. So now it's actually not a bad time to fight them. Once the truce expires, we should be able to go to war. And our numbers are superior here. So we just kind of have to wait for that truce to be done. We'll try and curry some favors. If we can keep the alliances and not have these promised land, that would be beautiful. And then once we beat Muscovy here, I think we're in a position to start conquering a lot of this stuff for ourselves without any help. So this is going to be pretty nice once that's done. Personal union on Monarch death, that's fine. Our heir just died randomly. He was 112, so that's pretty good. If we can get a nice new Rurikovich heir, that would be freaking amazing. Meanwhile, December, truce is up with Muscovy, so maybe we can get 10 favors with Novgorod and then go to war. I'm taking out loans and building some more regulars over here, and then I'm going to declare this war. And by then, they'll probably be able to call these guys in with favors. All right, let's declare the war, and let's hope that it actually pays off for us. We're able to get some extra claims via some state missions, so that's pretty good. Hopefully we can not lose any fights here and get chased off of our land. Oh, good timing, brother. All right, let's declare this war. I think I should probably go and help Novgorod fight, because last time I attempted this, they got stack wiped, and that was not good for my war. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm just gonna sneak around this way. Hopefully, I can maybe win some fights before the Muscovites do too much damage up here in Novgorod, because Novgorod right now, Miltech 3, so that's the big deal. Try and stack away some of their units here. I can't fight that fight. Bad fight. The Muscovites are on Kazan. I can win if I get a good fight against them. I just need to prioritize their units here a little bit. Get rid of this 3k-ish forest. I lose that. I'll fight them on the steps here. They're caught out without a general. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, it's 1k. Quick. Oh, defensive fight. Defensive fight. We win. We win these? Right? We win these, right? You're kidding me. Their generals are just so much better than mine. That's fine. We lost the manpower. We got some Kazan regrouping. Maybe I send some units over to Kazan yet. I think I can just send these guys right here. Oh, really? You're going to fight me here? I'll jump on here. Morale. Oh, we're going to win too early. You got to be kidding me. Oh, we're losing these fights. Their fighting stacks are all sieging. Oh, we narrowly won that one. I can't believe it. They have no leader, and they do that much more damage to me. Is it the Cav? It's gotta be, right? Like, what the heck? We gotta take some fights in Novgorod here. We gotta use this general to our advantage here. If we can fight them on the woods fort, that'd be so beneficial. There we go. Boom! We still lost so many men. Yeah, we're able to take some good fights. They still have 18k units. They're all in Kazan, though. So maybe we can get some occupations. It's just these two forts that are a big problem. Once we get that, we should be able to have a good center of power here. The woods fort's the big deal. I need to get the war goal, though. All right, I'm getting wrecked by debt and war exhaustion. I think I'm just going to take this. I do believe I get, actually, I think I get some admin if I take Vladimir, right? Let's check and see here. Yeah, I need one province in this area, so I probably should take something like that instead. And then less money. Would that work? I do want the war reps. I maybe need a little bit more war score. We're standing on some more forts, and we are ready to peace out. We're going to take all of these provinces, a tiny bit of money, and some war reps. No real coalition to speak of. Muscovy doesn't like me. Tver doesn't like me. That's fine. I'm going to annex Tver soon anyways. Let's go ahead and send that demand. Yowza, that's a lot of deaths for this early in the game. But we win, and now our borders are better, which is nice. All right, let's core everything. I did buy down some war exhaustion, so we're a little behind on the dip. I guess, and the admin a little bit, but Renaissance is here, so we should be getting that soon. That would cheapen up our tech a little bit. I do need to get a level 3 fort in my capital for this one here, and then that gives me some more permanent claims. And then I'll get the stab from this. Hopefully that'll boost up this stab to 2. I can get some more Streltsy units, and then they give me the permanent claim on the Russia region. So I can have a total of 2 Streltsy. So not a lot at the moment, but at a certain point we can start recruiting a little bit more Streltsy. You just have to statify some stuff. And quite frankly, I can't afford the fort, so I'm going to get rid of the fort on Ryazan as well as Moscow, unless I move my capital to Moscow, which might actually be better than Odoyev. Yeah, I think move my capital to Moscow will be better, because then I don't have to actually build that fort. What does it cost? 200? It's so expensive. Yeah, I'm just going to build the fort. I can get rid of this fort. It's not good. And the Ryazan one isn't good either, so we just have our fort in the woods, which is fine. The rest we'll just have to deal with. It's just too expensive for me right now. I'm not making any money, really. I'm over the force limit, which is really expensive. How much over the force limit am I? 3 units? I'm going to need the mercenaries at some point to fight, so I'm going to keep the free company for now. Let's grab the high income. It'll give me a little bit of construction cost. I'm going to use that to just build that fort here for the mission. I think it's definitely worth it. I took some loans out, which, I mean, I have, how many loans do I have out? 20 loans? Wow, okay. I'm going to have to start paying some of these off pretty soon. What's their maximum amount of loans? 34. Okay, we're fine. And the loan interest is not that crazy, actually. It's only 1.8. That's actually kind of crazy. We're going to get that down. We're going to buy that down by taking some money from some wars here. We'll see what kind of targets we have. I need some allies, though. We still have the alliance with Novgorod. We still have the alliance with Kazan. So that's a plus. So maybe they'll stop Lithuania from invading me. Poland would probably join their war, which is a little scary. I maybe could improve with the Ottomans just as a defensive alliance. They're not going to join any offensive wars, but it doesn't hurt to try. That's illegal. That is so illegal, bro. You're able to ally with Lithuania. You are such a turd. Your mutual hate for me, man. Oh my god. Let's do a bit of a refi here. Okay, so our interest rate is 1.73, okay? So we paid off our last loan. We're going to pop over to the burgers, take some new burger loans. We're going to use those loans. Yeah, some of the high interest loans. And we lost about 0.6 ducats of interest expense. So that's pretty good. Now the question, do we want to do a taller campaign because I'm kind of hug-boxed and grab eco ideas? Or do we want something more military, like quantity? That might be nice. Realistically, I can't really afford a lot of units. The quantity's not the best at the moment. I think eco might be good. I mean, I could go infrastructure or something like that. That wouldn't be too bad either. Construction cost, expand infrastructure, center of trade upgrade. I mean, 10% dev cost. Screw it. Let's go infrastructure ideas. I haven't done that in a while. Now, let's have Novgorod break their alliance with Tver. I am warned by Muscovy. I think I'm going to use this to reset my truce. It's just if I can get these guys to come to war. I think I can get Kazan to do prepare for war, but it looks like Novgorod's not going to help me no matter what. But I think Kazan and I can take Muscovy on, just no problem. All right, let's beat on Muscovy. I'm going to take all of Tver's stuff, and hopefully I can take some of Muscovy's stuff non-co-belligerent as well. They are Orthodox, so Novgorod's not going to be very happy, but realistically, we're the only Orthodox nation, so it doesn't matter if we take the stuff non-co-belligerent. The aggressive expansion shouldn't be that big of a deal. We'll spend a little bit of dip on it, but we're kind of high on the dip right now, so that's totally fine. Let's go ahead and declare this war. Take this 5k out, and we should have the numbers advantage. 5k got away from me. Unfortunately, they were too fast. I will occupy them so they don't get any more units. That's something. Victory. Lost a lot of units, though. I'm going to set an objective for Kazan. Hopefully they end up taking it. I should be the one fighting. I guess I can occupy it, just so this progress stops over here. No siege pips on any of these guys yet. That's really unfortunate. Wow, they're fast. Wow. Seized on the capital and took 300 ducats from my ally. That's crazy. Well, at least Novgorod's helping me in this war, so I should be able to piece Muscovy out for some stuff. Like, they declared the war, or is it Sweden's going independent? Okay, cool. That's helpful. I'm just taking money and war reps out of this war. I think that's probably the best case scenario. I don't need the provinces. I think the money is just going to help me develop and be stronger next time, and then I can just take Tver all of it. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's shorten our truce by a little bit, and then we should be fine. I need to get some defensive allies as well, because I'm worried about Lithuania, because Novgorod might not defend me. Let's go ahead and peace out there as well. There are units over here and deal with the rebel stack that is no longer there. So we can reduce this once, and then we can war everything. That's probably fine. Well, Lithuania declared war on me. That's unfortunate. What I can do is I can use some loans, and I can buy some mercs. And since it's a 1v1, I think we should be okay. I can get the free company. Yeah, let's just get 2 of the decent merc stacks up here and see if that'll be enough to fight these guys off. I mean, they're tech, what, 6? I'm tech 6. We should be even matched. I mean, yeah, we're pretty even. I have a little bit of morale advantage because of my advisor. But, dude, Champion of the Joust is OP. I'm going to win this war. All right, taking a fight here on the Woods Fort. Oh, my general's insane. Let's go. Okay. We're gonna hunt them down. They have no forts down here. They're stuck. They're stuck. They're stuck. They're stuck. They're stuck. It's grasslands, but we should be fine. We should win just fine. Oh, let's go. Okay. Okay, we're winning. Does he have siege? He does have siege. He has 2. Okay. Wow. Wow, guys. Okay, I guess I can take this. I mean, what can I take from these guys here? I mean, centers of trade, Smolensk. I'm in the Kiev node, right? I think I'm in the Kiev node. Or am I in the yeah, I'm in Kiev. Okay. At some point, I'll move to everything to Novgorod, but this is crazy. Yeah, so I need the center of trade. That'd be amazing. I would love to get that fort right there. I think this would really hurt them, and I can probably go after Livonia as well. If I get as much stuff down here as I can, that'd be amazing. How big's the coalition if I do something like this? Dude, there's no coalition if I do something like this. That's crazy. I need to do something like that. And I can just dev all this farmland here. It's low dev, so it's the number of provinces is what's important here. There's farmlands, grasslands, farmlands. Yeah, these provinces are really good because I can dev these up and make them really valuable. All right, sweet. Huge fight over here. Winning, we lost a crap ton of men. I think winning that overall is more valuable than the manpower. At least right now. Chase them away. Get the siege back going. Once we take this, we should be good to go to march onto their capital. And I think we can piece them out for pretty much everything we want. Did they even retreat? They're like full morale again. Huge fight, huge fight, huge fight. Merc stack is here. Wow, they lost so many men. We lost 5k, but they lost so many men. All right, that's huge. 50% war score, baby. 50% war score. That event was insane. This is going to basically double the value of our land here. It's going to cost me 100 and some dip, but I do not care. The coalition is non-existent. We're actually going to have a power base. We can play tall without worry of invasion. This is going to be insane. Not very good. Poland declared war on Lithuania for claimed throne. So, I mean, they're going to help us finish this war and take whatever. So, whatever we take in this war, we have to take as much as we can because we're not going to be able to fight them as easily next time, unfortunately. So quite frankly, I think this is probably a good peace deal. I mean, it's nice, clean-ish borders, and we get centers of trade, we get their forts, we have borders with Livonia, so we should be able to do pretty well with this. Let's go ahead and send that demand. We get a little bit of money as well. Cost us some dip, costing us like 500 some admin to core this. I think that's totally fine. What's the overextension looking like? 60? Yeah, not a big deal. Buy that down. Do some concentrating where we can. Sort by overextension and just core as much as we can of this. Start with the cheaper stuff first. Beautiful. That was a fortuitous war of the defensive kind. Not often that you get a defensive war like that, so that's pretty nice. So now we can kind of play a little more tall. Truce with Muscovy is up in like 5 years, so we should be able to declare war on there. They probably won't have allies by then. I can just kind of might not have the manpower by then, but we should be able to fight them. Their alliance block is not very strong. Novgorod is probably the next target. They have 16k men. I have 18k. I could probably just declare war on them in 2 years. Actually, it's less than that. And I can take all my permanent claims up here, and they're Orthodox, so no one's really going to care. So that might be the next play. Novgorod, yeah, Novgorod's the next play. Let's go ahead and just get our men home and try and fix our spiraling economy. We have quite a few loans, 13 loans out. Let's pay back these 1%ers. We can always do a refi. A little bit left, and we can do a refinance. The big thing is the army maintenance. We're over-forced by a lot, and the merc companies are expensive. We should probably get rid of those. Sweden, you are now my best friend. Thank you for being independent. All right, time to fight Novgorod. I'm going to take Novgorod itself as the war goal. We have no manpower to speak of. They have like 17k reserves, and I need to get onto their capital. If I can find their troops with my god general, then we can just win. But I need to get to this level 2 fort. I need to get this taken care of. Oh yes, I think they just lose here. Yeah, they're running. Oh yeah, we got that. We got that handled. We got that handled. I don't have any cannons, unfortunately. This attrition is just gonna murder me. We got the level 2 fort. I wanna have my mercs take the brunt of the damage. Okay, well they're just dead. Then that's good. Mercs can start sieging. I'm gonna send this guy to deal with the stack. But they actually don't have enough men to siege that. What am I even doing? They're starting to run. Can I fight them up here? That is woods. I'd rather take them on. That's unfortunate. Okay, beautiful. We got 10 favors with Sweden. They will come join the war. That will help tremendously. As long as they don't take my stuff, which they probably do desire. All right, let's peace out Novgorod. I want all of this stuff. I want the trade node plus all of my permanent claims. Go ahead and send the demand there. Take some money as well. I need the cash. Sweden gonna get any of this? That's unfortunate, but I do need it. How about Muscovy? I can declare war on them. I can fight Denmark. I just probably shouldn't fight them right now. Hopefully they just don't declare war on me. I need to kind of recover my economy and manpower a little bit, so we're just going to kind of play it slow. The Novgorod War was definitely worth it, though. So, yeah, we're just going to play pretty tall for a little bit. Do we need all of these forts? Probably not. At least the Smolensk one we do not need for sure. We only need one of these ones, so I'm going to get rid of the Pulask one. And we need to get rid of some of our mercs. They're very expensive. 4 ducats a month for this? Really? That's crazy. I cannot afford that. Okay, I'm going to do a refi. But I think maybe after I do a little bit of coring, I want to get my autonomy down a little bit. I need to get some more Streltsy units. How many can I do now? What's it letting me do? Where's the units button? There it is on the top. It's letting me do 2 Streltsy yet. I need to be able to do 5 before I can get the mission stuff. That's really unfortunate. Let's grab some more burger loans here. Do that refi. Our interest is currently 4 ducats a month. That is ridiculous. Let's pay off all of these high interest loans. Yeah, that is much more manageable. Holy moly, was that ridiculous. I'm going to start full coring all this stuff here. I just need to get the economy rolling before I worry about filling out more infrastructure ideas. The move speed, center of credit upgrade costs, it's not really that valuable until I can start getting some more money. And to get more money, I need to have better autonomy. No way, Lithuania got free from Poland? How'd that even happen? Oh, I need to declare war on them yesterday. Where's my spy network? I need to get at least 1 claim over here. Or they get some allies. Latin, it's not a big deal. We can fight them. It's huge. That sucks. I should save my admin now. Oh, the truce is up in 1500, so we have 6 years late yet. So that's not a problem. Poland still won't be my ally because we hate them for some reason. Might as well rival them. How would this war be? Pretty even overall. I have way higher morale than Muscovy, so that could be helpful. I got a feeling that I'm going to be building lots of churches, so I kind of want to take temple rates just to see if I can't get the extra value out of that. I don't know. The monasteries one is actually decent with the Patriarch Authority. Could curtail to catch up on admin tech. I kind of need to do that, actually. We're going to take that just to catch up on admin tech. Oh, sweet. Muscovites lost the Rurikovich. So I guess I get an achievement. That's pretty cool. Kinslayer, as Tver, Yaroslavy, Ryazan, Beluzero, Rostov, or Odoyev, eliminate all other Rurikovich nations without changing your ruling dynasty. So that's pretty good. Now all we need is mass production, so we have to play into the later stages of the game. I might just play a giant tall campaign. All right, it's time to take out some loans to embrace. It's just a little bit slow over here. So let's go ahead and take all of our techs. I definitely need tech 7. The thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mill idea now. I'm not going to take it ahead of time. I don't really feel like I need the innovativeness right now. And I think I might just do quantity. What's the infrastructure bonus? Reinforced speed and reinforced cost. That's not the greatest. Are there any good policies for infrastructure? Attrition will be fun if I want to just stack attrition as Russia. Artillery levels available versus fort. I'm guessing aristocratic is probably busted. Monthly autonomy, governing cost. I get dev cost. I get cav combat ability. I get autonomy, yearly absolutism. I mean, this is a pretty nice all idea group. You really can't beat quantity. That's the thing. Let's take the quantity. I don't really feel like playing aristocratic. Even though the dev cost is nice to stack. 5% plus 50% national, well, 33% national manpower versus 15% with the dev cost. It really doesn't beat the quantity. Go for quant. And I might as well stay ahead of time on that. And then the rest of my points I can dump into the tech itself. Get the upgraded infantry. And turn the edicts off everywhere. Where's the edict button? All right. Now we're getting ready to go to war. I could fight Muscovy. I can call in all of these allies here. If Poland's not in another war, they'll join this one as well. I just need to get some claims on them. I don't have any perma claims until I get some extra Streltsy. I need 2 more. I can only get 3 at the moment. But once I get this extra Streltsy, I should be able to get the perma claims over all of Russia, which is a rather large area, or region rather. So I can get claims on all this stuff to the north of me. Well, my manpower is here, my income is here, my allies are ready. I think I just need to declare the war before anything bad happens. We'll smoke them. We have way more artillery. My tech is 9 to their 8. I have the upgraded infantry from tech 9. I have more artillery, so I think it's time we just declare war on Muscovy. I want to take as much as I can from them, and then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. And then I think I might just form Russia. I don't know. I just need to have in tech 10 and I can do it. Let's go ahead and declare war on them. Call everybody in, and we'll take the one province as the war goal here. All right, let's just declare this war here. I think we can make this happen. Click run to the war goal, and then we can start occupying some of this stuff. I know for sure I want Pskov. Does Sweden or Poland want it? That's the question. No, they do. So I need to get onto Pskov first, so I can just at least get this stuff here in the Novgorod node. That's more important than anything else right now. And then if I can get any of this stuff down here, I don't really care what I take. I just want to get some more land. All right, peace out Livonia for war reps and money real quick. Do the same thing with Lithuania. We get a humiliate off. That'll really help the power projection, actually. Ah, damn it. Now it's a good opportunity to attack Novgorod. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to... They don't have cores in Pskov. They do have a core on this. I'm going to force vassalize them. And then after this truce is up with Muscovy, I'm going to do a reconquest for all their stuff in the north. And then I'll just take the stuff in the south. And then I'll integrate them for all their trade at some point. So let's go ahead and do that. I mean, this is simple enough war. All I have to do is sit here and then I can piece them out. Getting a vassal is super valuable. I don't have one yet, so that'll be nice. Sweden is a total bait of the NPC right now. They're all over here in Scandinavia. Lithuania, I can't quite get a humiliate off yet. I need to get more occupations down here. Or maybe once this battle's finished. Okay, this battle's finished. They probably will. The money at war reps humiliate. Let's go ahead and take that. I get the extra power projection. Beautiful. All right, let's do the vassalization of Novgorod. I'll take money from them as well. And now I can do a reconquest on Muscovy at some point in the near future. All right, we're ready to peace out. We're not taking any of the Novgorod cores, but we are taking a bunch of land, and we are annulling treaties with Denmark. So this should be a good peace deal for us. Coalition, schmoalition in this regard. Get a little bit of cash as well. We can go ahead and send that demand. It costs us a lot to core this up, though, so we're going to be overextended for quite a while, but that's a lot of good territory right there. I'm telling you guys, having this regent is really helping us out. That 5 admin a month is crucial. We're gaining, what, like 13 now? Yeah, we're getting like 13 a month, and it's just, it's really nice. So we can kind of speed 5 while we get rid of our overextension. We'll start making money once the rooting out corruption goes away. We're losing about 2 ducats a month, but that's going to go away pretty shortly. I think I'll just keep my forts turned on for the most part. I can take a look at the unrest here. I guess maybe turn this fort off, save about half a ducat a month. There's no unrest here, so get rid of that fort. This fort, no unrest. I guess I'm going to turn these forts off here. There's no really, well, there is unrest nearby, but I'm really not worried about it. I mean, this is all in a state here, honestly. I could try and do this and provoke some more unrest, in which case turn that fort back on. This is all in states. So I think all the new territory, if I can help it, if the autonomy is at 20, I should probably just reduce this down if I can help it to make a lot more money. Why the autonomy is so ridiculously high. There's no government interaction I can take yet, right? This one reduces autonomy by 5. Yeah. Some of this stuff, why is it at 20%? Is it going down at all? And each month for peace? Yeah, that's fine. I could probably just do the reduced autonomy in this, just to not deal with the rebels. Our manpower, I'd like to have that recovered, but I do have a lot of time. You know, I probably can just reduce autonomy in all these different places. Let's pull up the, let's see, we're sorting by autonomy. Everywhere that's 20, I can reduce probably. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll have to deal with some rebels, but I think it's probably worth it. Yeah, let's reduce autonomy in all these places that are above, like, the rest of these can be fine. Okay, well, that's probably going to help our economy out, actually. That save us about 2 ducats a month turning those forts off and doing that, so we're not bleeding money anymore, and we can just suppress the rebels if we can help it. I'll turn these forts back on just because I don't want the separatists, if I can help it, to pop. We'll just keep an eye on this, make sure we're in position. Okay, our heir is now of age, which means we lost the regency penalty for the stab up. We're going to boost that twice to finish this mission for Consolidate the State. We get permanent claims on the Russia region, get some of that admin back. We get some permanent claims for conquering Novgorod. We get the permanent claims for conquering Moscow. Now we just need to unite the princes, so we just pretty much need to invade Muscovy again, and that'll give us some more bonuses. 20 years of core creation cost and aggressive expansion, which is going to be kind of huge. But that's just a really good bonus. And then I can take a look at my claims here. Now I have more claims on the Great Horde and all this stuff up in the Novgorod area as well. I'm still going to do the Reconquest for Novgorod. That's just a lot of cores I can get for a lot cheaper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. once that truce expires. But right now I'm looking at the Great Horde, so they are losing to Kazan and Muscovy, but I'm going to try and take up, whatever I can after they peace out and lose those occupations. So whatever's left over, I'm going to try and take. All right, let's peace out of the Great Horde for these 4 provinces, money and war reps. Quick little war here. We did take out a little bit of loans during that time. Losing quite a bit a month, actually. So let's repay a couple of these 1%ers. And that corruption is kind of crazy, actually. Go ahead and concentrate from this. And we can go ahead and core everything. Sending units home. We can go to war with Muscovy very shortly. After I'm done going to war with Muscovy, I think I'm going to break relations with Kazan and start invading them as well. Quick war with Teutons, and Poland gives us this province from the war, so I'll go ahead and core that up. Send the units home. About 4 more years, you can go to war with Muscovy. Okay, so Poland declared war on Lithuania. They were able to peace out Muscovy for annul alliances, so now I can declare war on Poland, or Lithuania rather, without any belligerents. They have no troops, so whatever Poland doesn't take, I'm just going to take myself. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then once the truce expires with Muscovy, we'll go right in again on them. So I did turn off the joint offensive wars with Poland, so that actually really does help me quite a bit. Let's go ahead and declare this one. That was a quick occupation. Our truce just expired with Muscovy in January, so we can go to war with them. Livonia won't join, so it'll be a 1 versus 1. I could always call in Sweden as well. We'll just do a quick reconquest for Novgorod and then take maybe some land down here. Then we can go to war with possibly Kazan. I'm going to actually dissolve this alliance now. We don't need them anymore. Take something like this. There's no coalition to speak of, really. And then I can also take a little bit of money. Clean-ish borders. And it only cost me 487 to core, 77 dip to take the peace deal. Go ahead and do that. I can definitely concentrate some of this stuff. That's in a state that can be concentrated. Can't concentrate out of Kiev, surprisingly. I thought I could, but it's okay. And we can go ahead and we can core everything. And we can send our troops to the border with Muscovy. Let's go ahead and send the Reconquest Declaration. Let's take out some loans and do the embracing. I'm just getting a little close to wasting some points here. So let's go ahead and do that. We can pop that. We can pop that. We'll probably pop another one of these for the Diplotech. I'll save my admin for coring, and then I probably don't need to save too much for core. I'm doing mostly Reconquest. I only need 178, so I can take at least one of these clicks, and then I can get the next idea group as well right after that. And then I can probably form the Russian nation, not going to lie. I won't be able to take advantage of Siberian frontiers just yet. But probably relatively soon. If I can snake this way, that'd be great. If I don't take any of this stuff, I might be able to snake this way. No, I can't core that stuff, so I would need to go this way. I still wouldn't be able to make it. Well, might as well just take this stuff for now. Yeah, that's a good peace deal. Let's go ahead and send this demand. I have lots of good permanent claims on this stuff, so we'll go ahead and core that. Actually, I do think I have a interaction here for war exhaustion, so go ahead and reduce that war exhaustion, and then we will core for a little bit cheaper. Beautiful. Send our troops on home. Novgorod's a little bit bigger. I can start integrating them soon. I am ahead of time on the dip a little bit. I probably could start integrating them. It's going to cost me 366. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, that's going to make me a lot stronger, especially with the White Sea trade. And just like that, we are the number 4 great power after embracing. 571 dev now. We started the annexation of Novgorod. We also took 3 provinces down here. I think now we're kind of just waiting for this truce to expire, and we can go to war with Kazan and hopefully take a bunch of their stuff. Possibly get a border with Tura over here so we can get the Siberian frontiers started. And that'll just kind of slowly grow our power base as we start to trade company all this stuff in Siberia. Maybe form Russia and get that Russian mission tree going so we can start scaling a little bit harder. And I think that's kind of the plan from here. All right, now we have a hard choice for our 10th level tech. So we could go for like an admin idea, try and stack the core creation cost with the bonuses we get from forming Russia. That would be really good just for making it cheap to core all this stuff. I am really behind on my admin, so I could take dip ideas, push out the provincial war score cost, and take admin after that. I think that might be the call. I also want religious at some point, so it's kind of a toss-up. Economic ideas would be great if you wanted to just play tall and speed 5 it, though. So I think I'll just take the dip ideas, and then we'll just kind of go from there. It's all around a good idea set, so it's definitely worth it. All right, let's go ahead and form the Russian nation. Take the new ideas. That's totally fine. Move our capital to St. Petersburg for some money. I think I'll hold off on that just for now. We do have some new missions. It got rid of our old tree, so we lost out of the opportunity to possibly get the extra 20 years of core creation cost. But so we have the new mission tree here. Let's go ahead and take some of these missions. So we get some power projection, national unrest for 50 years, goods produce modifier, reform progress growth. Like, this is just really good. We can do the found Tsardom. We get 20 years of autonomy change, progress for our government mechanic, extra modernization. And we have a whole bunch of missions to explore here. We need to get our army to 80% of force limit. We can kind of push down the rest of this tree. So I think that's probably the best thing to do here. 80% force limit. We're actually pretty close to that. So let's just go ahead and top off our stacks here. I might just take one loan for this. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get extra cav in this stack. Maybe some extra cannons. All right, that should top us off. Actually, we're 2 over. All right, that's going to put us at force limit. So that'll be lovely. Truce is up with Kazan, so we can go to war with them. Livonia is up in 35. We get extra claims on Kazan, and we have so many more permanent claims now. This is going to be beautiful. That's what kind of why I want the admin ideas. It'd be really nice to just get the extra stacking core creation cost. But I do believe we have a core creation cost either in our missions or from just forming a Russia itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at our bonuses here. Russian traditions, 15%. I think there's extra core creation cost via a decision. I'm not sure. Now that we've built the force limit, we can do rally the army. That pops this a Russian administration adaptation mission. So this lets us choose between permanent claims, or we can get 15% core creation costs, an extra diplomat, and then bonus claims, just regular claims. First, we're going to take the 15% CCR. That is permanent and amazing modifier. I can pop the rest of these missions. So we get 10 free manpower and national unrest -3 for the death of our ruler. So that's pretty good. Our ruler is how old? 29, so that should last a while. We also get the invade Novgorod, so we get bonus manpower, regular old claims, local dev cost, some free bonuses in Novgorod. We also get the Conquer Ruthenia mission done. So we can develop Kiev, and we get claims in Poland. Kiev is not in a state, so we should probably statify that. Or we can just take the dev in it. That's probably fine. Fortunately, I don't have the admin to core this. I might as well just let this pop a little bit. That way it's cheaper to core as a full core. So we'll go ahead and get some extra admin, and then we'll take this one of these clicks after a state of full core in Kiev. Now that we've statified Kiev, we can take the tax, production, or manpower. I think we can make it even. Dev cost -5%. I think we just take the production. That'll probably be the best option there. So that's pretty good. Now we can get our units ready to go to war with Kazan. All right, let's declare war on Kazan for Kazimov. Send our units over to siege, and we should be able to peace out AQ pretty quickly here. We'll send 120k stack to deal with them. That should handle their small army, and the rest can go towards Chagatai, I guess. Let's peace out Chagatai here for some money. Then we can send the peace deal to Kazan. We have a choice here. The last Tiziatsky. We get admin government reform progress, tier 3 government reform for autonomy change, autonomy and territories, trade company investment costs, or we get reestablish. So we lose a stab, get leader cost, get the Boyar's influence again. Honestly, I think this is better. So let's go ahead and take that. So our tier 3, that's pretty good. We also have enough government reform progress to take tier 6. Let's go ahead and take a royal decree for when max absolutism gets here. And let's finish the mission for the Tisatsky's fate. We get land decrease and some admin. I get 14 admin per month, then I can get some bonuses. I don't think I can get there just yet, not until the next leader comes. In the meantime, let's take our admin tech, and we need to start pushing out the rest of our infrastructure ideas. Let's go ahead and take all this land from Kazan. It's going to be a little bit of an ugly snake for a little bit. I just want borders with the uncolonized provinces so I can start doing frontiers. So let's go ahead and send that. Not worried about any kind of coalition, so should be fine there. And I can't concentrate from any of these states, but we got some missions complete. So subjugate Kazan, we get some claims, we get missionary strength 25 years, and we gain a conquistador, so that's good. Now we need to finish off the Great Horde for some extra missions. So that's going to be our next war target. Let's go ahead and core everything. I'm ahead on dip, I do believe, right? No, I'm not. So I'm not going to buy that war exhaustion down. Actually, I'll hit this button to do that. That'll let me core this up for a little bit cheaper. And we're a little bit shy on some of these cores. One more month, we should be able to finish coring the rest of it. Let's start frontiering. Just as the war finishes too, integration of Novgorod is done. Get some prestige. And we should probably consolidate some of our units up a little bit. Probably statify some of this stuff as well. Holy particularist Batman. What is happening in Sweden? RIP, dude. Let's just keep going to war. I'm going to go to war with Great Horde now. That pulls me into war with Uzbek. as well as, looks like Gizikimuk and AQ again. So we'll send some units down to deal with these guys. Peace out Uzbek for a bunch of money. And let's peace out Great Horde for full annexation and money. We'll also get a free vassal. We can start improving relations with Gizikimuk, and they are loyal right away, so that's good. We could get some extra cores from QQ, so that's a plus. We can break the Tartar yoke, getting some mana points, as well as some power projection, which we already had 100, so it doesn't really matter. Now all we need to do is make sure Nogai and Kazan don't exist, and that'll give us some extra power projection, and we get some bonuses for 100 years of morale of armies and devastation and prosperity growth. We might as well do this war since it's really easy, and it's just right here. So we'll go ahead and do a reconquest for our vassal here. Make sure we get the occupations of their cores in this state. It'll be nice just to have clean borders over here. Also, no one will really care if I take some extra land from QQ and feed it to my vassal, just because they are Shia. Alrighty, let's piece this out. I should probably give this stuff to the subject here. Hopefully it doesn't reduce my war score. I don't think it will. And we'll just do it like that. Take some extra money and peace out. No real coalition to speak of. And our subject is really nice borders here on the mountains. We get another free vassal here in Circassia. Don't believe they have any other cores. No, they don't have any cores there. They have one core on the Ottomans, though. Holy cow, they have equal parts infantry, cav, and cannons. That is insane. Truce with Muscovy is over. I'm going to fight them and Kazan. I might just white peace Kazan. Actually, or maybe take money. I'm not really in a rush to expand really rapidly over here, so I could just take money and let that truce time out whenever. So playing slowly isn't going to be that difficult this game, considering we have a lot of time until we can get furnaces. Let's full NS Muscovy here. I don't think I can concentrate from anywhere, but I can concentrate from this state. We're going to go ahead and do that. Why not? A little bit of dev wasted over here in this province, but overall I think it's probably worth it. Save a little bit of the admin that we are a little bit behind on. Write that down one time, and let's go ahead and core this up. Very close to finishing this, and then we can get some more vision, establish some more frontiers. We're going to spend a little bit of dip here and full annex Sibir. We don't have any perma claims on them. Just had one claim on the provinces, so let's go ahead and we'll core all of this up. In the meantime, Kazan won't join, or Chagatai won't join the war against Nogai, so I'm going to take these 3 provinces from Nogai here. We'll just leave them with this one. That'll help us fulfill a mission. We need to take some provinces from Uzbek so that we can get some permanent claims over this area. So that is the next target. It looks like Chagatai will join now. Unfortunate. But we can always take some money from them. Let's go deal with the rebels before we declare that war. Let's try and make this as quick as possible. We're going to get in the border with Kazan, try and stack wipe their units. And maybe peace out Chagatai and Kazan as fast as we can. If I can just white peace Kazan or something, that would be ideal, because they are, we can get some money out of them, but our truce is a little longer than 5 years, so. Actually, I think I'm just going to wait to go to war with Uzbek. There's no point in fighting Kazan right away. All right, from the Uzbek, when I'm able to peace out, I think I'm going to take all of this stuff. That's 10 provinces plus an 11th. 10 that gives me some claims on some other stuff, and then all of the stuff up here that is bordering the frontier, so that way I can push the frontier a little further east. So let's go ahead and take all of this and some ducats, just 9 of them from the Uzbek. That'll finish off some missions, I do believe. Only 9. I have 9. Oh no, damn it, hold on, go back. And let's frontier everything now that we have a vision. Beautiful. Now we just need to fight the Chagatai. We have lots of claims on here. We need to use them ASAP. We also have claims in Poland. We should probably fight them as well. France will not defend the faith against them. So if we get some favors from Bohemia, we should have an easy 2-sided front. That should take them out, no problem. So we can take a lot of this land over here, get some aggressive expansion spent with the Catholics before we keep going eastward. All right, let's declare war on Poland. We need to start kind of eating at them a little bit here. It's going to be nice to try and push our borders into Europe here. So let's go ahead and declare war for this province down here, and we should be able to fight them just fine. Let's make sure that we have our men grouped up relatively close together. From Poland, I would love to have something like that at the very least. And then looking at the trade, I want kind of everything in the Kiev node if I can help it. But getting some of these other centers of trade here would be quite amazing. It takes something like this to get all the centers of trade and the provinces I need. Not the prettiest, but it'll do the trick. Let's piece out Poland for all of this. That's a pretty beautiful snake. There's no real aggressive expansion to speak of. And I can take just a lot of land from them. So really exciting. I don't know if I can concentrate. I can't concentrate just from Warsaw, so let's go ahead and do that. And we just core everything up. Go ahead and reduce my war exhaustion a little bit with this click. So everything is cored. We have some admin left over, which is great. Which we can actually take this click here. Get some production efficiency and other bonuses. We're 6 years ahead of time. Now we can send our men to go deal with Kazan. Our truce is up with them, so let's go ahead and declare that war. I can't declare war on Finland here, so I think I should. Go ahead and take these forts. Let's try and end these hordes here. We're going to declare war on Kazan now. Let's peace out Finland for Russian vassal. It'll put us at war with Denmark. So we should easily be able to peace out Denmark here. Maybe even take the province up here in Kola. So that'll be nice, and then hopefully we're able to use Finland's mission trees a little bit here to try and get them to control Scandinavia a little bit for us, which will be really good. I do believe we have a mission for allowing them to do so. Conquest of Finland, we get bonuses in Scandinavia. We also get some bonuses for Finland as a march or a vassal for us. We can peace out Nogai for full annexation as well. And we can go ahead and core all of those provinces, core all of these. We have a lot of cannons here, not a lot of front lines, so we should be able to win this fight on the defensive terrain. It is grasslands, but it is a fort. Don't have our... Why are you not joining? Well, the Ottomans declared war on me, so that's fun. We have the numbers advantage, but Great Britain probably won't be able to help us too much. We don't have the manpower to beat them. They have quality and quantity. I mean, just look at the army quality comparisons. It's probably not even a match. Decent on morale, and they have more discipline than me. But yeah, it's going to be a close one here. Starting to barely chip away at the Ottoman manpower. They're at 20,000 left. We're winning some fights, but we're also completely strapped for manpower. So we turn on Slacken. Hopefully we can get our government interaction here soon. That'll give us another 20,000 to play with, but yeah, it's not looking good so far. But at least the Ottomans are on medium, so we could white peace possibly. Oh my gosh, that was hard fought. We are almost out of manpower, but our stacks are still relatively intact here. And white peace from the Ottomans. Beautiful. And let's deal with the rebels. And then we should be able to go to war with Uzbek right away. So that was a little bit scary, but we should be able to possibly get some allies, and hopefully this won't happen again. Yeah, everyone down here wants to ally us. Actually, pretty much everyone over in Eastern Germany wants to ally us. I could ally Bohemia again. That might be an option. They do have the PU on Hungary, so they're pretty strong. I think having them as a defensive ally will be good. I'll take France or Spain if they will have me. I might need to improve with them a little bit more. How about royal marriage on Spain? Not yet. Well, I guess it'll be a little while. 5 years at least before Ottomans can declare on me again. So hopefully we're able to recover a little bit fast here. I could have the admin to full state everything, but I'm going ahead and half stating a lot of the stuff that I plan to full state, and then that'll just get me a little bit better income and using my government capacity more efficiently. We still have a lot that we're not using, but once we get the admin power, and we are ahead of time on admin, and we did finish our tech group, so or idea group, so we should be fine to full state all of this stuff when we do get the admin. But I'm going to save a little bit for when we start coring some more stuff over here. I think I'm going to go to war with Chagatai. That'll bring us into war with Kazan, and then we can fight Uzbek at the same time. After that, we can probably fight Transox to finish off a mission tree, and then we can start moving more eastward here. Let's go ahead and declare this war. Let's go ahead and send the peace deal for Uzbek. I don't think I can concentrate from anywhere. We're going to have to go ahead and try and statify some of this stuff. I'll buy that down to make it a little cheaper. I'm running a little low on the admin points. All right, let's take all of this from Chagatai. Just keep nice, clean-ish borders. More staying towards the north and the south. Coalition, Schmoalition at this point, and we can send that peace deal. Rejected? Maybe next month. Now they should accept. Let's go ahead and send the demand. Beautiful. We get the mission for colonize Western Siberia. We gain claims on Eastern Siberia. We gain 2 extra production in a province. Now we just need to go that direction. We don't even have maps of it yet, which is why we're building spy networks over in Manchu for everything that has overextension. And we can send our units over to the border with Poland. We might have to deal with some rebels over here, so we might leave just 1 stack for now. Maybe this stack will do. And then otherwise, everyone should be able to go to war with Poland, and we can call Bohemia in to help us. We need to get 15 provinces over here. We can get some claims in Hungary. At that point, Bohemia might not be an ally anymore. Once we can get some more power base over here, we can start invading the Ottomans with our mission tree. We already have permanent claims down here via spending 50 patriarch authority. So we should be able to possibly release the Byzantines or Bulgaria, but it looks like the Ottomans might be able to actually get the Egyptian islet. So that might be bad, considering Mamluks are actually doing pretty good this game. I don't think they have quite enough land in Syria yet for that, though. So it might be another war before they get really scary. Take out these 1 province miners down here in Kazakh. Actually, how much cores do they have? Well, probably mostly in stuff that I already own, so not really worth it to vassalize them. So go ahead and piece them out. Go ahead and core this province up. Do the same thing with Oirat. and then it's time to go to war with Poland. So let's go ahead and declare this war. We are going to call Bohemia in, but not before I start setting all of this stuff as desired provinces. They might not like that, but it's okay. Sounds good. All right, now let's declare the war, and we'll call in our friends here. Darn it, we lost our claims over on Transoxiana. That was going to be my next target, but we were a little bit delayed by the Ottoman War. We couldn't quite fight for all this stuff in the 25 years that it gave us, but we can push into Siberia yet, so all I need is a good CB. I might get religious ideas next. That would be probably a good idea. That will give us the CB to start doing Deus Vult against everybody. And then after religious ideas, probably end up taking something like quality or offensive, and then we can move into an admin idea group again. I think something like this is a good peace deal with Poland. We basically take enough land to finish a mission over in the Poland region. We also take Reval. We need to start getting the stuff over here in Livonia in order to do some more missions. So I think this is definitely an okay peace deal. The coalition isn't terrible, so go ahead and send that demand. Now we can get the partition Poland. We get some accepted cultures, hegemony of the Western Slavs. So we get max promoted cultures plus 5. And we also get 10% core correction cost for 20 years. That's pretty amazing. We get a claim on Carpathia, so we can go to war with Hungary at any time. I managed to steal and buy some maps of Manchuria over here. So I think I'm going to go to war with Manchu. They have no allies. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure I do fully annex Kazan here. So we're going to go ahead and declare this war as soon as our troops get in position, and then Manchuria will be next. And hopefully we can snake along the north side here and then put all our frontiers over here so we can complete our relentless push to the east. Go ahead and declare this war on Manchu as well. I'm going to just beeline it for their capital and the forts, and we can deal with their armies. I think we should be able to beat them. They're level 10 attack. We're almost level 14, so we shouldn't have a problem with that. Let's peace out Kazan here for everything. Beautiful. That finishes a mission. Let's go ahead and concentrate first, though. Destroy the hordes. We get 100 power projection for 100 years. And 5 morale, multi-devastation, prosperity growth for the next 100 years. Pretty good. Much better name placement now. For Manchu, I think I'm just going to take the stuff that's bordering the frontier for now and just take money. I don't think I need to really go too hard on the aggressive expansion just yet. I'm going to wait for Deus Vult for that. It'll save me on my dip points, which I'm a little behind on. And I can just frontier all of this stuff as well with those dip points I would have spent. We took out 4 loans. Now we're going to go ahead and embrace the institution. 3,800 ducats down the drain, but we can get our next ideas relatively cheap. And I'm going to go ahead and just take the next middle idea just a little bit ahead of time. Go ahead and make sure all of my stuff is upgraded. And the next idea set, I'm going to be taking religious ideas. I just want the Deus Vult. It's going to be really helpful. So it's going to go ahead and push all of this with our admin. And if we can crank this out, that would be fantastic. So we're just going to kind of play tall for a little bit and then crank these ideas out. And then we can start going to war more over here. Setting up some trade companies, pushing all of our trade to Novgorod, possibly improving our trade over here. We have a lot of our trade being stolen, but we should be able to sort of dominate the Baltic if we can get some of these wars off without incurring too big of resistance. If Spain can get out of debt, we could fight the Ottomans and probably win, so that would be nice. We devved up some of our grain production. Now we can give out the vodka monopoly, so we get some extra ducats. We also can complete the fate of the peasantry. So let's see what we got here. We have granted increased peasant freedom versus the serfdom. So they gain additional condition modifier. Now we just need to have 80% force limit army, which is going to be hard because I can barely afford my army now, and our force limit is at 233. So yeah, that's a little bit on the difficult side. It's probably going to happen like maybe never. But it'd be really nice to be able to get some of these bonuses down here. So I guess we're going to have to wait. I think it's time to go to war with the Ottomans here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take as much of the claims that I have down here, the permaclaims. I'll just annex that myself. And then I might just release Bulgaria for reconquest, maybe some stuff in Anatolia. But I think I'll just keep the stuff I have the permaclaims on for myself. So let's go ahead and take their capital as the war goal. I think that's going to be fine. And then let's get ready to fight them here. All right, we basically stole their siege here on their fort. So now we have a straight shot as soon as we get through the stuff in Wallachia. And we should be able to beat their armies here. Looks like they're running away. Excellent. A lot easier than last time. We were just winning fights. We have the superior numbers, which is great. Not often that happens against the Ottomans. They got the siege back, but whatever. Here's the Poland expired. I should go back to war with them right after this. We have the tolerance of the true fate. That's really nice. Gonna make my unrest a lot less. Once I can start converting all of this stuff that I've conquered that isn't the right religion, the tolerance of the true faith is going to be really good for keeping my provinces pretty stable. Looking pretty good over here in the Balkans, but they have 2 pretty large stacks over here now, so we're going to have to group up a little bit so the allies don't get caught out. It looks like Bohemia's got some pretty large units over here, and Spain should be sending their stuff to occupy in Egypt now that we've pieced Tunis out of the war. So that is definitely a plus. Kilwa down here being an annoying little war score target we can't really get, but we should be fine. On the peace deal, it's looking like I might just take all the stuff over here and then some stuff for reconquest. I'll take Constantinople for myself, and I'll release Byzantium from Gallipoli, release Bulgaria from Tulsu, and I might take something to release Serbia with if I do want to go that route. I'm going to be a little bit over my vassal limit, so I should probably start integrating some of these guys. Let's improve relations with some of my vassals here. I think I'll take this money and war reps. I get less cash up front, but I don't have to share as much with Spain. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Wowza, that was a war for sure. We get some claims and we get some tolerance. Feels really good. We can possibly go into AQ. They're not allied to the Ottomans anymore, so we should be able to go to war with them and start taking some of this stuff as well. So that's really nice. And then I think I'm going to core up everything I want to, and then we are going to release our subjects. Go ahead and release our Bulgaria. Let's go ahead and release our Byzantium. We're going to be 1 over the relations limit, but that should be fine. I should be able to take a lot of land from the Ottomans after the truce expires. So hopefully that was enough money or enough damage to wreck them for at least 15 years or so. Looks like I can get to war with Lithuania here. And Ottomans revoke their guarantee of them. I'll have to fight Portugal, but that's fine. That just means that when I declare war on Poland, then Portugal won't be called in as well. I should just try and go to war with them as I'm occupying Portugal itself. While I'm at this war and while Austria won't join, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare war on Poland and call in Riga, so I can full annex Riga here, get some missions done, and then take some more stuff from Poland. So let's go ahead and do that, declare. And we can even call England's in. Pieced out Portugal for some money. Now we can full annex Lithuania. Go ahead and core all of these provinces up. I'm spending a lot of aggressive expansion here, so Riga is going to have to become in my belly. It's quite a bit of dev. I'm actually going to, I think, concentrate from this. Why not? Just to reduce that down a little bit. Go ahead and core all the overextension. And once I get the Narwa province, I should get an extra mission for the window to the west, and we can get permanent claims on the Baltic, Finland, and a few other areas as well. Not permanent claims, just temporary claims, but I should be able to control a little bit more trade over here. Once I get control of the Baltic, my trade that's going to be staying in Novgorod is going to be greatly increased. Then I need to kind of invade Denmark in order to take some of this stuff up here. So I do need this 1 province from Sweden. I think I might just take that in the separate peace deal. Shouldn't be much to just get that 1 province, so I should take that separately. All right, I don't want to incur too much aggressive expansion at the moment. That's just, I don't want to deal with it. So we're going to take this from Poland. I'm actually going to release the Teutonic Order so we can try and get some more of this Baltic trade later on. So let's just take Krakow and some of this stuff down here in Carpathia, and we're going to peace out. And we can go ahead and get the window on the west, get some temporary claims, trade efficiency, shipbuilding time, 25 years. Now we just need to get Finnmark from Denmark, and we should be fine to complete another mission. That'll give us some morale for 25 years, get claims on Scandinavia. So we should be able to invade Scandinavia. I might save that for a little bit. We kind of have to chill over here, and we should probably start pushing more this direction. I'm spending a lot of my admin on coring. I'd like to get Deus Vault so that I can start coring and fighting guys over here for trade companies, pushing a lot of trade towards Novgorod. Let's take out some loans and make St. Petersburg the capital too. That should improve our trade a little bit. So move our trade capital to St. Petersburg as well, so we can stop collecting there. We can probably push from Kiev and see what that does. Right now we're making, what, 27 ducats a month. Let's see what it is after the month tick. I have never taken this government reform. I think it's actually really good. 5% idea cost trade-off for 10% goods produced alone is really good. Plus an unrest, plus production efficiency, and local unrest for grain producers. I mean, that's got to be insane, right? I mean, yeah, it's got to be insane. A little bit higher on the DA cost, but you know what? It is what it is. All right, let's release the Teutonic Order. Should be able to get a good reconquest against Poland now. We can complete the mission for push into Eastern Siberia. Local goods produced for 20 years. Now we gain a shipyard. 100 years of +2 colonists and global settlers. So this will let us colonize Alaska for 100 years. So maybe we wait on this until we get some better maps, and then we can push into Alaska. All right, let's start exploring. Push the Eastern Siberia and give us an explorer. Go ahead and put him on the ships, and let's start exploring over to the Northwest Pacific, and then hopefully we can get to Alaska relatively quickly, so we can colonize all of that. and start getting some colonial nation bonuses. Unfortunately, Byzantium seems to have lost their cores on the Ottomans. I thought that they would maintain them just because we've been at war with them. But I guess Byzantium technically wasn't at war with them, and they lost those cores. The 50 years has expired. But fortunately, Bulgaria, we can still reconquest for them. So we should go ahead and we should do that. So let's go ahead and call our allies in and declare this war against the Ottomans. Let's finish off Deus Vult. We can grab the extra missionary strength and religious unity from here. We can also take the extra morale if we like. That might be helpful during this war. We can always get rid of it later. Let's return cores, take a couple of provinces, and take some money as well from the Ottomans. That should do it. I guess Bohemia got this back. I didn't mean to give it to them. Well, whatever. They can be happy with Nice. I'll take a bet from them eventually. All right, I need to integrate Byzantium since they lost their cores. They're not really valuable to me. I'll integrate Bulgaria as well. I need to get up towards the Teutons. I want to do my reconquest on Poland now. I'll do Danzig as the war goal. In Poland, I definitely want to just take all of the Teuton cores. There's 6 of them there. Only 14 aggressive expansion for that. Totally worth it. I might take a Memel too, just so I can get the land connection here. Let's go ahead and peace out Poland for all of the Teutons. They don't have a core on that. No, they don't. So peace out Poland for all the Teutons cores. And that should be no coalition. We're the one province myself, and we are looking mighty strong over here. Our Russia is fantastic this game. Started from a one province minor, if you could not believe it. But we should start getting over to Manchuria and start eating some of this stuff up. I could fight AQ. I do have some claims down here. I think I might take the easier wars, though. They're just temporary claims, and my absolutism could slightly grow a little bit. Let's take a look at our autonomy. Reduce my autonomy in a few provinces, but not many. All right, let's take a look at our particularists here. We're going to accept their demands. We're going to lower our overall autonomy, kind of wreck our economy for temporarily. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through and try and reduce autonomy in all of our provinces again. That should hopefully not cause too many rebel problems with particularists, but we're going to be getting our absolutism up very, very high. Our max is 55. Sitting at 21 at the moment. I'm going to have to sell the titles just so I can revoke one of these privileges here. Right of council, maybe. Max is now sitting at 70. We only got our absolutism up to 36, but 36 is a lot better than what we were at before. So that brings our foreign core creation down by 18%. Admin efficiency plus 10%. So that's going to be really nice once we go into Manchuria. And that absolutism should be growing by a decent amount each year. So let's go ahead and fight Manchu. Let's go ahead and take this from Manchu. I probably shouldn't focus over here as much anymore. I think I should probably start focusing on Transox and maybe Persia. This stuff is more valuable trade to me. So we'll take this and then we'll kind of be done over here. Coalition, Schmolition for over here. A little bit of money on top and send that demand. All right, it's time to get some of this trade over here in Transox. So let's go ahead and go to war for superiority. We're going to co-belligerent AQ. And let's go ahead and do that. We should be able to win just fine. It's a lot of forts over here, and this is a very, very tough terrain offensively to take. So let's see how well we can do against them. We can go ahead and take our next idea set. I'm not sure exactly what's the best option here. I mean, I'd love to take another admin idea. I mean, it's just regular admin ideas is pretty good for the core creation costs. We are going to be expanding quite a bit more in the near future, so that'd be pretty nice. Economic ideas would be great because my inflation is just insane, and the goods produced and everything else is also really good. So that's another possibility if I don't really care about the admin cost. But the core creation cost stacking is just really good. I could also take another mill idea group. I'm looking at either offensive or quality, probably. Aristocratic is also an option. I'm not really playing tall this game, so I really don't care about that extra dev cost. Maybe infrastructure was a bad call because I kind of blobbed out a little too much. But, you know, I think admin is probably a good call. Let's go for the admin ideas. From AQ, I'm going to take all our centers of trade up here in Crimea and the Persia node, minus Tabriz, it looks like. Yeah, just these ones is probably fine. And then some cash. Let's go ahead and core all of those up. That puts us at 36% overextension, not a whole lot. We're ready to peace out with Transox whenever. That puts us at 82%, 81% overextension. So I could wait a little while longer just to save some points there. We are going to get some claims over in the Persia area if we take this March into the Caucasus mission. Azerbaijan, we get claims. Only 25 years, so I probably should do this just for the admin. We also get some local defensiveness and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and select that. So we get some claims over in the Persia area, so we probably should go back to war with AQ and Persia relatively soon. All right, let's take something like this from Transaxiana. We can go ahead and we can probably concentrate some of this stuff. That'll give us the Consolidate the Steppes mission complete, so we get some construction time, dev cost, local trade power. That's pretty good. Now what we need to do is own 2 more provinces over in the Persia area, and that'll get us beyond the Caspian Sea, which will let us do a couple of things, more or less getting us just a cheaper advisor. So 90% cheaper, level 3 advisor. That's pretty good. But this is something I probably should have done forever ago. I'm going to pop the golden era. 50 years of this is going to be pretty nice going forward towards the end of the game. All right, let's go ahead and declare war on Poland for superiority. That'll call in Sweden. I should probably annul alliances with them and maybe take some money. And then I can probably take out Sweden in another war without having to deal with like England or somebody else. So we'll go ahead and do this. So we're going to call for peace, but I think I'm still going to take this adaptability here for the core creation cost. That's just going to make the cost of my cores a lot cheaper here. So if I go to the peace deal now, it was like 400, now it's 242. So that's a lot cheaper. So I can start coring this up relatively quickly. I'm going to wait for a little bit. The war exhaustion is going to tick up a little bit, but I have a government interaction to remove this by 2 for free, just banked. So I can let this get up a little bit higher before I peace out, just to save some admin points. All right, I think we can peace out now. We'll just make Poland an island within our borders. We'll annex them later on. So we'll go ahead and we'll send this peace deal. No one really cares as far as aggressive expansion goes, so we can go ahead and take this no problem. We can even concentrate from this state, which is nice. And let's go ahead and take our Streltsy, and we might as well reduce our rebels. And we can start coring all of this stuff up, and that should be done relatively quickly. We can get our admin points at like 15 a month, so we'll start coring all this, and we will be pretty set. Well, the Ottomans are kind of weakened, and I really don't have too much to do over here in Eastern Europe, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting some trade companies over in China, and that'll hopefully allow me to get more merchants and kind of fix my economy. My inflation's really high. I'm not making as many ducats as I'd like. I can't field enough troops to support my force limit, so we should probably just get some more money, and we're better to get money than in China. So I think right away we're going to go to war with Chagatai before their allies join. That way we only have to deal with Jaunpur. We can take some money from them. Let's go ahead and start this war. I'm just demolishing these guys in the fights. What is their tech? 18? What am I, 20? 19? Yeah, they're only 1 tech behind, but they have no cannons. That'll do it. We finished the integration of Prussia. So the borders are a lot cleaner over here. Let's peace out Jaunpur for all their money. That'll let us get our units back up home. And we can peace out of Chagatai for pretty much everything. I just want to make sure I get some of their trade. If they have any trade nodes that are good, they really don't. So I guess just getting all their provinces in general is going to help me here. So let's go ahead and start taking everything. We might be able to full annex them. I think we can. Let's see. Oh, barely. We can just barely full annex them. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Looks like they have some provinces down here that we can't take, but that's totally okay. Let's go ahead and send a peace deal. And with that, we're able to pay off all our 4% loans. So just the 1% loans now, losing 6 ducats a month on interest. I was able to buy down a lot of my inflation. That's why I ran out of my admin for coring. But I think we're pretty much on track to catch up with our economy. It was kind of in shambles before. We're being a little bit lazy with it. Oh, that's a pretty convenient agenda. For the Cossacks, we get some free admin power, more or less, just by fighting in Manchu, which we're going to do anyways. Go ahead and take the extra absolutism here. We need to start revoking some more land faster, so that's going to be nice. Absolutism is sitting at 79, capped at 94, so that's only going to go up. We might be able to pop court and country at some time in the near future, but I'm not really going to try and force that one. And let's start the superiority war on Manchu. Oh, wow, a great opportunity has just arisen down here in the Caucasus, so in the war with the Ottomans, they got spat out a bunch of miners, so let's go ahead and go to war with all of them. And all these miners keep popping up without any allies. I just need to keep going to war with them. We'll take something like this from Manchu, although I really would like to go down into Shun after this, but if I have to delay that, I have to delay that. I still have a border with them. I can still go through this direction, but it'd be nice to get the coast stuff. So I think it's fine just to peace out, just because I have a lot of wars to do in maybe the Persia region next. So let's go ahead and take this as a peace deal. Only 183 admin to core this all. No coalition to speak of. Go ahead and send that demand. And we can core all of that, no problem. And we're going to send all of our units back over to this area because we really only have the 1 stack right now. So we need to be able to start sieging all this stuff down, go to war with AQ, and just kind of mop all this up. Start piecing these guys out once we get the sieges. We'll fight Mazrandan as well. Peace out Haishi over here. Should we core that? Peace out Biapis over here. And core that. Probably fight Galan now as well. We can just do a conquest or holy war. It doesn't really matter. I guess we'll do the holy war for the extra prestige and the aggressive expansion reduction. We are making progress towards court and country, so that is good, I guess. And let's start the war with AQ as well. They only have like, what, 14 units? We'll go right to, is that Tabriz? No, Azerbaijan, and we should be fine. I need to fight Mongolia here. Unfortunately, I was a little late in my paying attention. I knew I needed to fight them once that guarantee went away, but I was a little late. Well, we fully encircled the Caspian Sea. That's really nice. Get some extra cash and some more trade out of all of this stuff. Really good trade coming right here at the south of the sea, so should be good there. Let's go ahead and core all of this. Keep piecing out these guys that we've started all the wars with, these single province nations. And it's actually, we're at war with Mongolia, who has that as a core, so that's not going to be a thing. I'll just take the 2 provinces I occupy and piece this war out as well. Now we can core all 3 of those. We're finally starting to use our infrastructure ideas and build some buildings. This took us long enough. We got that idea group first. It was probably a bad call, but overall, we're going to start making some money, so that's okay. Go ahead and declare war on Georgia now. We can leave AQ pretty much just a 1 province minor down here, so let's go ahead and do that. Take a little bit of money as well. No real coalition to speak of. Let's go ahead and send that demand. Concentrate out of the Tabriz state, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. That finishes a mission for Beyond the Caspian Sea. We get a 90% cheaper level 3 trade efficiency guy. That is really good. Also get presence in Persia, so get trade power until the end of the game, plus 75. That's really good. So we should be able to funnel all the Persian trade up north to Novgorod, so that's awesome. Go ahead and equip that advisor. I'd like the inflation guy, but my inflation's manageable now, so let's go ahead and take, well, he's not there yet. Oh, it's over here. Trade efficiency, 90% cheaper level 3. Yeah, we will take him. And I can go ahead and core all of this stuff. We should start making progress on court and country again. 631 in exchange for my heir. That's unfortunate. But at least I get the 6 admin, which is good. And let's go ahead and do some holy war over on Ardalan as well. Let's peace out of Georgia. And we should be able to peace out Ardalan out absolutely after that. And then we're going to go to war with Persia and Transoxiana again. We'll clean up the borders down here. And then we'll probably go to war with Korea after that. Peace out Ardalan. All right, let's go to war with Persia. Holy war again. About time I got radical reforms. Let's go ahead and take that. And we'll rehire everybody. The inflation guy and the 90% off level 3 guy. Really good. And I really do need the gov cap. So we'll go ahead and we'll spend a little bit too much admin on this. But the governing capacity is going to be pretty huge. Once you finish our admin ideas as well, that bonus gov cap is going to kick in. And that should help us pretty much conquer as much as we want without having to worry about overextension. We're at that point in the game where we're building courthouses everywhere. You can see we've started to build quite a few over here. So we're just sorting by the amount of governing capacity they give us, and we're just spending all of our tickets on them. For a little while now, I can probably spend more of my money on either paying down my loans or investing in production buildings or trade company buildings, for that matter. All right, this is the peace deal we're going to take from Transox. Yeah, clean borders. And we get some of our claims down here. And mostly clean borders is what we're going for. So let's just go ahead and send that 183 admin to core up. Should be totally fine here. We'll core all of that, and we can go ahead and we can peace out Persia whenever. We're at quite a bit overextension, so we should be able to probably take all of this from Persia. I did lose a little bit of absolutism here, but that should tick back up, and we can take all of the Persian trade over here. So we're going to start improving our trade by quite a bit. Waiting on all our cores to finish, and then we're going to peace out Persia. Rather not deal with overextension if I can help it. Go ahead and peace out Persia for all of this, plus the BAM fort. Able to concentrate from 2 separate states, so that's really good. And I should be able to core everything. And that's a lot of trade that I can start steering up towards Novgorod. And I should be able to get the merchant from all of this. There's plenty of trade centers that I can add to trade companies. And I might actually just convert some of this stuff to Orthodox just so I have the proper religion before I do that, because I have time. What I'm doing now is manually converting all of the centers of trade that I want to add to trade companies in Persia. And then once those, all those states, trade companies, all those provinces in the state that have the centers of trade that I'm adding to the trade companies are converted, then I'm going to add them to the trade company and start investing in them. So for instance, over here in this province, I just finished converting it, adding it to the trade company, and then I'm building harbors and local ventures in all of the provinces. About 200 ducats for that, but if you look at the state income, and this is really important too, this is an instant upgrade to your economy. You're not waiting for buildings to build, so you're getting a little bit of a faster return on investment. So 3.12, 3.51. So that's one of the probably bigger clicks you can do for 200 ducats to increase your economy by actually a significant amount. Looking at the world, we have all the maps now, so it looks like Portugal really kind of beat everyone in the colonization game. France actually did do some stuff in Mexico, but losing some territory over in Florida, as it would be. Spain and Portugal splitting South America as per usual. When did France take their exploration ideas? They took it third, but they still managed to get a decent amount done. quite surprisingly. We do have Alaska. Unfortunately, it split that with a little bit of Portugal, but we are getting some treasure fleets every now and then, which is good. We're doing okay. Mamluks surviving because the Ottomans kind of got beat up by us and never really recovered after they lost Constantinople. But I think overall we're doing pretty well. Looking at the great power rankings, we're at 4,000 dev now, which is quite good considering we only had one province to start. Our economy is sitting at 152 ducats a month of income. That is a big increase from what we were sitting at not too long ago. We managed to pay off pretty much all of our debt aside from the 1% loans. We have 5 of those left, and our inflation we were able to buy down with our admin points. Now that we are in the golden era, it's a little bit more efficient. We have the extra admin ideas, so we have the governing capacity to statify some more stuff. We have about 500 to play with. We have quite a bit of governing capacity to play with, so I think I'm going to statify all of this stuff up here and just full state it. I think that's probably going to help my economy a little bit, and this is all good dev to have. I'm not going to hit the core all button because I have some stuff I don't want to full state. As we get more points, we can go ahead and core some more of this stuff up into full cores, but right now we should be okay. I am ahead of time on admin ideas, so we should be good there. And then once we get furnaces, we can complete the achievement. And just for the sake of it, I think we should fight the Ottomans. We're going to smoke them because they're having the Janissary problem right now. Their defensiveness siege ability is just destroyed. We have double their morale. It's not even going to be close. So we should just take advantage of this and do a superiority war on them. I'm just going to go in by myself. I don't think I need Bohemia or Spain's help, so let's go ahead and do that. Our siege ticks are like 3 days right now. Let's see if we can fight them. I want to take a good fight. I don't have as many men as they do over here right now. They're crossing the water. They're going to reinforce, and I'm going to lose that, but you know what? It's fine. One lost fight, not a big deal. We can see the numbers that they're losing. They have quite a bit more cannons than we do in that stack. Well, that was a quick war, I suppose. We have enough war score to take quite a bit of stuff from the Ottomans here. I think I might just take some of these islands and maybe Kocheli for the crossing, or just leave it at that. I think that's probably good. We take some cash as well. Actually, I'd rather not have the have Crete. I'll just take extra cash without Crete. That's a good amount of money there. Let's go ahead and send the peace deal for this. And that's quite a bit of dev over here in Greece, which is pretty good. Now let's go ahead and core up everything. Totally happy with that. Good amount of overextension. And the borders are a lot cleaner. Ottomans are a lot weaker. We can start annexing Bulgaria as well. 429 dip for that. Go ahead and someone died and seized land. I guess I can up the manpower in this province. That's not a problem. 33,000 manpower for those 2 clicks. Very valuable. Now we just have to wait for coal to get here so we can finish the achievement. Let's do a holy war with Shun now. I want to try to take a lot of land from them. It's going to put me at war with Wu and Korea as well, so I can piece them out for a good amount of cash. Use that to build some buildings, maybe pay off some loans. And let's go ahead and declare that war. I'm going to try and get Korea out of the war as fast as possible. So let's send this stack down here to fight them, and this stack can kind of just wait in the wings. See if we can't get this guy over here. I can call in an ally. Spain can come? Okay, Spain, you're welcome to come and join us. And now the war is underway. But on the defensive terrain, I am going to lose that, actually. That's unfortunate. Especially because it's a superiority war. They have a decent amount of quality and offensive ideas. Yeah, that'll do it. I can probably take this ahead of time by quite a bit. Let's work on the next idea group. I think, honestly, military idea would probably be great, but I only have like 40-ish years left, so let's try and make as much money as we can, maybe? It's hard to beat going offensive or quality. What are the policies here that I could get? I could combine this with religious. That's always really good. What offensive? Let's go ahead and grab offensive ideas. Why not? These occupations are coming pretty quick over here with the help of Spain. So we should be able to piece out for something like this. It's kind of gross border gore, but I do want all the centers of trade, and this is the best way to do it, it seems like. So we're going to go ahead and take all of this in the peace deal. Let's go ahead and send our demands. 100% peace deal. There's no way I can concentrate from anything. It doesn't seem like. Or I could concentrate from this state. That's not too bad. Dealing a little bit of dev, making it cheaper. And we can go ahead and we can core everything else. Go ahead and core everything. And once that's done, we'll start converting all of these centers of trade and adding them to the trade companies. All right, let's declare war on Manchu again. We're going to take all our stuff minus this one province here. And that's going to put us to war with Korea, where we can possibly take some more money and maybe even annul their alliances. So let's go ahead and do that. Piece these guys out. These Koreans are really, really bothersome. Make this war last a lot longer than it should have. But let's go ahead and send that demand. We'll core everything up here. Very minimal overextension. We're getting close to our governing capacity, so we should spend some of our money on our government buildings here. We have quite a few to build, actually, so let's go ahead and Dump all of these into these. We'll save a bunch of governing capacity in the short term. And then we can look at to take on some more trade companies. Our economy is so much better right now. 500 ducats a month. That probably means that I can spend the next bit of change I have on increasing my army by probably about double. That'll probably put me just about at the force I'm going to need to finish some missions. So I'll save some money for a little bit, and then I'm just going to build a bunch of stacks and fix the stacks that I already have. Well, I built a lot more units. I'm doing stacks of 38, 2 of them. That way when I stack them on top of each other, I can be at combat with and be at my full fighting capacity. 471,000 units, and we're still making like 350 ducats a month, so we're pretty solid right now. I'm building some Streltsy over here to save myself a little bit of manpower, but we can click the mission for the recruit the Streltsy. This will allow us to establish a salary system for them, which let's see what that does. More maintenance, but shock damage received, or get some mill power. Sure. I just need a level 2 advisor and have some legitimacy. That's totally fine. We spend some mill on that, I guess, or we can just wait. Yeah, we can wait a little bit for that legitimacy. And I will upgrade my advisor. We'll just fish for a missionary strength guide. Quick little war here to finish off AQ. Take all of the rest of their land. I don't think there's any trade nodes in that, so I don't need to worry about putting anything in the trade company just yet. So we can go ahead and core everything. I think I'm just going to declare war on Wu over here. That'll reset the truce with Shun, but I can go to war with them anytime in the future. We should kind of clean up a little bit of this trade over here in China before figuring out what we want to do next. So let's go ahead and declare this war. We'll bring in Spain, and we'll do superiority, because why not? It looks like Shun actually didn't join the war. They might at a later date, but maybe the tooltip was wrong. So we should be able to go to war with them at our regular truce timer, which is really nice, actually. Let's finish off this mission here with the Westernize the Court. So we get a theologian, so we get tolerance to the true faith for 25 years. So that's going to be pretty good for our economy. I could get something a little different. Advisor costs would be good. Construction costs is probably the best thing. So if I get an artist, that's probably the best. So maybe we fish for an artist, actually. Let's grab the artist here, and then we can finish the mission for the construction costs, great project upgrade costs. So that should be pretty helpful. Missionary would be nice, too, for the conversions, but I think it's okay. Go ahead and pop that. We also complete the absolute autocracy. So we get monthly autonomy change for 20 years and some admin power. And if we complete the modernization of Russia, we can complete the Great Imperial Ambitions. So I think we actually just need to complete this mission. So we need to have no more rivals, because I'm not going to humiliate France right now. So we just have to surpass them, which we surpassed Ottomans. They're at 1,098. Spain's not an option, but France is for some reason. So hopefully we can surpass even France, and that way we can just get that no problem, because right now we have no possible rivals. So we should be on track to surpass France once we start annexing all of this. The Shun did join the war eventually. It took him a little while. So let's go ahead and let's pop a general. No siege pip, but we'll send them over to the capital. Maybe we can piece them out really quickly. Or like white peace possibly, just so we can get them that truce ticking again. Let's white peace Shun here. Yeah, our battles are a lot better now. I don't think that's actually going to stack wipe them. I don't think we have enough. Oh, yeah, we did. We did have enough. Yeah, they had no front line, so that's pretty nice. Let's set these guys to just autonomously siege for now, and then we can probably just peace out Wu for almost everything here. They have, like, no units left, and their forts are all being sieged, so we should be okay to just take everything we want from them. So from them, I want all of this stuff. This is all of their centers of trade, so I should be able to just take all of this, convert and trade company, all of this, and it should allow me to push a lot more trade up through Siberia to Novgorod. So as a reference, our current trade is about 274 per month. Once we start getting these trade companies up and running, I want to see how high that actually gets. And just like that, we're able to take 100% from Wu. We're going to be a little bit overextended. Hopefully we can concentrate a little bit. Coalition is not a thing, and we shouldn't be spending too much admin. 317, pretty good. Probably concentrate from Canton. Let's take a look here. I can concentrate from anywhere else. Concentrate from over here and Canton province. That should put us hopefully a little bit below the overextension mark. Go ahead and core all. We're a little overextended. It's not the end of the world. 106%, not too bad. And we took Dip Tech 23 so we can get imperialism. So let's go ahead and use that on Korea. And from them, we can take a lot. We can't quite 100% them, I don't think, because I think they're like 150% to fully annex. But we can get close. Yeah, we can get pretty close to full annexing them. We'll take as much as we can from them, I suppose. That's going to put us at 174% overextension, so that's quite a bit. I think I could definitely take it, though. My core creation cost is relatively quick, so my rebels will be minimal, if any. And I look away for a second, and my colonial subject is invaded by Portuguese Cascadia. That's no fun. I'm going to have to correct that error. Yeah, you should probably turn on notifications when your subject gets declared on. That should be a thing. I have nationalism against them. That's kind of nice, though, right? Yeah, Korea's been a pain in my butt. I'm taking just the forts and maybe a little bit of cash, and I'll leave them with the rest. That should be enough to satisfy me for now. I hope I can concentrate from any of this stuff. I definitely can't from this state, so that's good. 20 dev gone. This state I cannot, but this state I can. 25 more dev gone, so hopefully that makes my overextension not as ridiculous. I'm a bit overextended as it is. I did take some land in Serbia, but I think for now I can core all this stuff, and I need to spend some money on some government capacity buildings, as my government capacity is reaching its maximum. I should deal with some rebel problems in the near future, but after that I think it's time to fight Shun and maybe some Ottomans again. While we're coring this stuff, let's go ahead and start the war with Shun. And White Peace Wu now. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll let us possibly catch out some of these Shun stacks here and make this war go probably a lot quicker. We're going to take something like this from them, just clean up the borders a little bit, and that's all we really want. Once we take out most of China here, we can pretty much be done with this and then see what we can do in Europe. All right, time to be overextended again. Let's go ahead and peace out Shun for this. That's a lot cleaner borders. Feels a lot good. Feels a lot better. Once we clean up some of this stuff, we'll feel a lot more whole, I would say. We could go and invade India. They're kind of strong at the moment. I think I'd rather just play around with the Ottomans and the Mamluks and just kind of consolidate a little bit more in Eastern Europe. Maybe fight Bohemia. Unfortunately, they just did get an heir. I was hoping to claim throne and PU them, but I guess I can't do that. But we can go ahead and declare war on some of these guys here. We'll have to fight the Defenders of Faith, but I think overall it'll be just fine. Ottomans are extremely weak. They have very few allies, so I should be able to take out all their stuff and finish off some missions as well. Rebels are calming down now. We should be able to get all these cores finished, and that should be the end of the rebels, I would hope. Because they're popping like every month now, so it's a little bit obnoxious, but we're able to pretty much deal with it. They're only popping in provinces that aren't the right religion, and we're continuing to convert all of the provinces to the right religion. Our tolerance to the true faith is at 11. I like to stack this as much as I can, just for this reason. So if you can convert at a faster rate than you're conquering, if you can convert like really quickly, it's always nice to have more missionaries and more missionary strength. Sunni is very good for this because of the monuments that you can get for the missionary strength. Orthodox doesn't have as many missionary strength bonuses, but we're still able to convert relatively quickly and have our stable provinces once we are overextended. So all the provinces that are Orthodox are just totally fine with this overextension. Let's do an imperialism on Manchu to finish off Korea. This should let us clean up our borders quite a bit. So let's go ahead and imperialism for Manchuria here. We'll send this big stack down here to fight Korea's big stack. And they don't have any forts left aside from their capital here. So we should be fine to fully annex them. We might even take Jeju Island, so that'll be also a plus. Let's fully annex Korea over here. Should be able to do that just fine. I'm going to, I think, I'll probably concentrate from this just to get more development out of here. I mean, it's gonna hurt the provinces that I already have stuff in, but it's gonna reduce this dev here to make it a little bit, I guess, cheaper to core. I guess I can core it just fine. It's not really a problem. I probably should just core it just fine, shouldn't I? I mean, it's not that expensive. Yeah, we don't need to concentrate. And our trade companies are relatively strong now. Of course, there's separatists on that island. Of course there is. All right, let's build some boats. Expired with Wu, so let's clean up the borders here as well. Ming has quite a few allies. I don't want to really deal with them, so we'll just take out Wu for now, and then we can move on from China to somewhere else. We spent a lot of time in this part of the world. All right, let's full annex Wu. Beautiful. Let's take a look at our last government reform. Separation of power. We can get free policies, lame. Political absolutism, we get max absolutism plus 10. 2.5% admin efficiency. I think just the 2.5% admin efficiency is probably the best thing here. And the extra absolutism lets us maybe take a privilege if we wanted to. So yeah, we could do a couple of things. So take a look at some of this stuff. Maybe take some missionary strength from one of our estates here. Yeah, I'll rock the enforced unity of faith for now. Tolerant of heathens is going to be a little bit more prone to revolts, but the extra missionary strength should help us recruit or convert a little bit faster. And then I'm going to be invading Denmark next. I really want the missionary from the monument over here in the Hidalstav Church, so we need to get over there fast. But I should be able to beat Denmark just fine. We'll get some missions done, and then we can invade Sweden and consolidate the north. Counting houses are here, so we're going to be building those in every province that we can. we're just going to scale our economy quite heavily here. Anything pretty much above 0.4, we're just going to pump these into, and that's going to pretty much make us make a lot of money. So we'll be able to field more troops, probably get the military hegemon, and it's going to be glorious. And we might as well fight Denmark. We'll call in Spain. Go ahead and send that war declaration. We're like 4 times their troops, so we should be all right. I just hope we don't get caught up by Bohemia stacks here. I'm going to try and piece them out as soon as we can here. Just kind of get that truce timer taken up. We're probably going to have to fight Bohemia in the near future anyways. I want to start maybe dismantling the empire and pushing into Germany. That'd be great. That'll let me push more trade up possibly into the Baltic. I could move my trade node. That way I can steal the Constantinople, Passion, and Krakow trade, push that all the way up here without losing as much to this trade node here. I mean, we're losing a lot from the Baltic, and we're not utilizing these trade nodes more effectively. So being able to push a lot of this trade up and collect it is going to be really valuable. Let's take money in all these provinces from Denmark. That's pretty much everything I want from them. That'll complete a mission. So we get some claims for 25 years. So we get claims on Scandinavia as a region, which is good. That means I can core this stuff up for cheaper and also be faster. We have the option to release Finland again as a personal union. Don't need that. So he gets the admin points instead. Take the admin points. And we also complete the Slathen line in the north. So we get some Corellian infantry. Now, once we take on Sweden, we get 25 permanent power projection, which we don't really need at the moment if we just influence some strong nations. So that should be pretty much easy enough to do. Now to get the extra missionary from this province over here, I just need to convert it to Orthodox, and then I can just upgrade it with my manpower because I have so much of it. Almost 1 million at max, which is pretty good. We've been building soldiers' houses as well as training fields in lots of provinces, so we're able to get quite a bit of manpower, and we still have a lot of these to build yet. We just need to start making some more money again, so we're about to just really start scaling here. And for that, the achievement's almost over, and we're starting to scale pretty heavily. So this could be a very viable world conquest run, not going to lie. But I don't want to do that to myself, so we're not going to. Let's have Great Britain break their alliance with Sweden. That should allow us to go to war with them without, not worrying about anybody. So I'm going to get my men ready to go to war in Bohemia and Poland. Poland, I might actually just take out non-co-belligerent just to have cleaner borders over here. And then we can take all of Sweden here. And that will just really make us look really pretty. Our name placement's going to probably change, be even better than it is. So that'll be good. Let's go ahead and declare the war on Sweden. I'm going to do imperialism. And we should be able to take their capital pretty quickly. And I should be able to call Spain into the war. Let's piece out Sweden for everything that we want. They're going to have one province down here in Pomerania. But I have completed the Scandinavia. So we can core all of this. I don't think I can concentrate from anything. But actually I can from Oslo. That's Norway. I can concentrate from Stockholm, as well as this state as well. Concentrate from a lot of these things, so that's pretty good. Saving on the overextension. And hopefully Spain doesn't join the war on the side of the Hungarians, but I should be able to annex all of Carpathia here. I don't think anybody will really care for as far as aggressive expansion goes. Yeah, very small coalition, if any. That'll complete some missions, and I'll have a lot better borders over here. Let's upgrade this. Spend some manpower on that. Now we have that to level 2. We get the extra missionary. We have some stab cost modifier. So the extra missionary is the big thing. So having it level 2 is really the big thing. So I don't really care about the extra stab cost modifier. There's plenty of other monuments I can stack that give me bigger bonuses than that. So getting that to level 2, really big. That means I can add an extra missionary once the month tick happens, and that'll let me convert a lot faster. Let's full annex Hungary over here. No coalition to speak of. Let's concentrate out of their state over here, and we complete some missions. We get the Annex Carpathia, so we get some accepted cultures, really good. We get max promoted cultures +3, manpower in True Faith provinces +10%. That's really huge for our manpower. That's going to go from 837 to 876, so a good chunk of manpower increasing. So we get some Slavic culture groups, claim on the Balkans, Aegean archipelagos. We also get the Third Rome. So we have the option to move our capital to Constantinople, but I don't think that we will do that. I think keeping our capital in Novgorod is probably the wise thing to do. St. Petersburg shall be the Third Rome. Beautiful. So that's part of the mission tree done. This New World stuff we're not going to touch. And then we just have to, I guess, finish this decision, and then we can get the last of our achievement there. So I just need to not have a rival again. So maybe I can humiliate France, but I don't think I really want to do a gigantic war just for humiliate. That's kind of a lot. Okay, so that was interesting, actually. My primary culture was Ryzanian for a long time, but it switched to Muscovite when I formed the Slavic culture group, which is kind of interesting. We get the nationalism CB. Looks like no one has the Defender of the Faith, unless it's Oldenburg. Well, I think they're just an ally. So Let's go ahead and declare war on Bosnia. I didn't realize that the forming of the Slavic culture group gives us the nationalism CB on these guys, which is fantastic. Means we probably also have it on the Ottomans and Bohemia here. So that'll be good. Probably also take stuff from Scilly, I would assume. Yes, I can. 3 provinces from Scilly. That's good. So I could probably fight them as well. I mean, these are really quick wars I can do to just gain some land as well. I think I'll do this after the Ottomans, though. So we'll unify the culture group there. And yeah, that's just really cheap, easy territory because it's 50% aggressive expansion and cost. So should be able to take it for like nothing here. Yes, 6.2 aggressive expansion, so literally nothing. Hungary gets spit out of Bohemia here, so I'm going to take all of the Hungarian stuff via imperialism. That'll put us into war with Poland. I'm just going to white peace Poland if I can, make sure their alliances are annulled. What's my truce with them up in... Yeah, I'll just white peace Poland. That'll be fine. So that's imperialism on Hungary. This is the first time I've done it this campaign, but sorry, Peter, you got to go. Throw the baby in the ocean. Baby goes to Gulag. Quick annexation of Bosnia. Not quite fully overextended yet, so that's good. And we might wait till these cores finish to peace out Hungary, just so we're not over 100. My cores aren't progressing over here, so let's peace out Hungary. I really didn't think about that before I declared the war, but let's go ahead and I think we might be able to concentrate on Pest. We can. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll core all of it. A little overextended, but we'll be all right. All right, I'm going to go for a dismantle of the HRE here. I want to fight Bohemia, but it's just going to call in Palatinate and just everybody else, and it's really annoying. So I think if I fight Saxony, I should be able to dismantle the Empire. So I'm going to go for a nationalism CB, and that should hopefully bring in everyone we need to. We have 7 electors. We have Trent. We have Magdeburg. We have Brandenburg. We have Cologne. We have Palatinate. We have Saxony. We have Mainz. So that's 7 of them. So we should be good to go here. And let's clear the war. We have the numbers. I just hope that Great Britain and Spain actually show up to help. Oh boy, what a mess. We can try and piece out some of the smaller guys first, and then we can go for the occupation. So I think Styria and Austria is a good target just to get out of the war right away, considering that we are right next to them already, and they don't need to be in the war. So let's go ahead and fight Austria here. God, Styria has so many forts, but if we just piece them out from their capital, we should be fine. About time I get my discipline here. This is actually really huge. I'm going to have to take a policy here. Let's see what we can do. Artillery versus fort would be fantastic for sieging some of this stuff down. I think it's probably the best thing I really can do here. Yeah, there's not a lot I really can do. I think what I'll do is I'll probably take the missionary strength versus heretics too, because it is free. Yeah, and we'll grab the artillery bonus versus fort. That's going to be kind of huge just for getting some of these sieges down, I think. We'll piece out Styria and Austria here. Now we just need to kind of go for Milan. I think would be a good target. And after that, we should be easy. It should be a lot easier. Spain and Great Britain should be able to help. Great Britain still is not landing any of their troops on the mainland, really. I mean, they have a few stacks, but not really a lot. So I think from here, we just move down into Italy, and then we can go north again. All right. Age of Revolutions is here. I didn't realize, but we have a coal province. So let's build our furnace right here, and hopefully it doesn't get occupied. But once that building completes, we have an achievement, guys. And I think dismantling the Empire and having this giant war is definitely fitting. We're fighting in Italy right now. We have way more units than they do. So piecing out as many of these smaller nations as we can should be good. But looks like Iberia is getting invaded. If Spain pieces out, I might not have the backup I need. Hopefully Great Britain actually does something for once. I don't even know if they have any transports. Probably don't have enough cogs to get off the island, which is just ridiculous. So I guess I'm going to have to try and siege some of this down myself. If I can piece out Milan, that'll be a big bonus, though. Once Milan's pieced out, it should be easier. Piecing out Milan now, we should be able to get some of the Spanish troops to help us a little bit better now that they don't have that big target in Milan there. So actually, we could probably piece out Savoy and Geneva now. I think those will be my next targets. So we'll go ahead and send this stack to Savoy, and this stack can go over to, I guess, the Geneva fort. That's a level 1 capital, so Savoy should be able to piece out pretty fast here. Where can I get this guy? This guy can go up, siege this fort from Saxony. This stack can just kind of wait behind. Here's some fights. We're finally winning. Yeah, at the start of the war, it's always kind of interesting because everyone just comes out of the fog and then just beats the heck out of you. But once everyone kind of has their little targets in mind, it's easy to pick off some stacks here. Let's go ahead and take Brandenburg's capital. I should be able to dismantle relatively quickly here. The revolution has spawned in Jaunpur. I think it's only fitting that we flip to revolutionary Russia. So I think we can try and do that as soon as the revolution starts to spread a little bit more. I think I'm like literally basically gaining manpower. The crazy thing is, I can turn on a Slacken and then use the Streltsy bonus to get over 200,000 manpower. It's absolutely busted. So as long as I get some Streltsy progress, I can seriously just go for years. We're at 600,000 out of over a million maximum manpower, and it's glorious. Getting closer to the end of the war, all I need to do is get this siege, and I can peace out and dismantle the Empire. That'll make it easier for me to fully annex Bohemia and anybody else that I should so desire. I'll separate piece everybody for just a bunch of cash, I think, after this. And just like that, we can dismantle the Holy Roman Empire. That was a nice war that Spain and Great Britain did help with. That was very nice of them to do. Let's go ahead and dismantle. Get 100 prestige that we don't really need. Gets converted to monarch points. So now I can pretty much just invade anybody without having to call in a bajillion HRE members. So we're going to go to war with Bohemia right away here. I'm going to probably super peace everybody separately just to get some extra cash, war reps, money and war reps from everybody. I think is probably fine. And we'll take money and war reps from Saxony as well. Pretty good. Like, we need the money, but every little bit helps. Well, I guess that is a fitting way to end the achievement. We ended up getting the mass production efficiency, finishing our furnace that we started at the beginning of the war. So, yeah, from one province minor to a mighty Russia. I mean, this is a pretty sizable Russia, considering that we did start as a one province minor. Now, if we probably started as the Muscovites, we might have had a little bit of a better start. But I think this is a sizable Russia. Very, this is something to be proud of for sure. Total devs 7,209, making over 1,000 ducats a month of total income. So if I wanted to, I could claim the economic hegemon, but no point in doing anything like that right now, especially when we're so close to the mill hegemon. If I wanted to continue this, I think I'd probably try and flip revolutionary, and then from there maybe do a world conquest or something like that. But that is a pain. We could go in on Bohemia. That would be my next target. Do a nationalism, just to unite the Slavs. But I think this is a good point to call the campaign. I'm pretty proud of this Russia. I think, we're doing super well. Our economy is great. Our gov cap is great. We can expand infrastructure, and just increase that gov cap by a lot. We could statify so much more. We have 500 to play with. We could invade pretty much all of Germany and start annexing all of these minor nations now that it's dismantled. I don't have to worry about a coalition. I could fight the Ottomans. I could go into India. At this point, I think there's really nothing that can stop me from taking over the whole world. So really, from one province to the dominant power in this universe. So, well, guys, I definitely enjoyed this campaign. I sure hope you did. Make sure to like and subscribe down below. And with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you next time.